Whiskey Jason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American over here in Germany, often reviewing rare and exotic whiskeys. Old Forester, 1924, 10-year-old, 50% 100 proof bourbon. Fairly rare, a little exotic. I got it. I paid 200 euros for it. Now, there's this lady over here in Germany, Miss Canada. She actually brings over some very interesting, exotic, and pretty good products, actually. I got a 10-year-old Jack Daniels through her. I got this, I got some other stuff, and I must admit, I'm not disappointed so far. This whiskey, though, I am a hunter. And there are other people that are gatherers. A hunter has a list of things they want to try in life. And this definitely has been on the list now since I heard about the 1924, the further extension of the Whiskey Row series from Old Forester. I just said in a video about where I talked about the 1870, the 1870, 1897, the 1920. I was missing the 1910, that I'd never even held a 1924. Within the week, I had the bottle. It was, I'm a hunter. It's like, okay, I saw something in my scopes. Oh, boom. And I bought it, and I have it, and I shared it, and it's all gone. And I get to do a review about it, and I get to actually taste how it is. Those are the hunters. Have you heard there's Atnaho? They're finally having their first release of a bottle. I'm going to hunt that bottle and I'm going to try it. I'm going to share it with others so they can have the same experience. I'm a hunter. Now, I was very surprised when I got into whiskey and I found people that are gatherers. I've seen Jack Daniel collections of all the Jack Daniels bottles for the last 25 years. I just look at it and go, why? I've seen people with 250 some odd bottles of Lafroig or Lagavulin or even Bowmore. I've seen collections. And it's just like, why? And they're all closed. They're collectors. And they dust them, they love them, they know them, but they don't open them. And as a hunter, I want to try it, I want to know. And as a whiskey tuber, as a whiskey reviewer, of course I want to know even more. So what am I going to compare it to? Well, this over here is the 1897 Bottled and Bond Old Forester. 50%. No age statement. Cost about half. So this is $115. In the States, you can get this for, $65, $60 in America. Interesting enough, we have different mash bills. 10% malted barley, 10% malted barley. 18% rye, 11% rye, but 79% corn and 72% corn. This is the same mash bill as early times. This is the traditional Old Forester mash bill. Will I be able to notice the difference? Now, I'm going to throw in a little wild card in here, just to show us that some things are not based upon rarity or money or price. Okay, I don't know. So for me, this was the viewpoint of an American over here in Germany. For me, this is readily accessible. 35 euros. Used to be 29, then it went to 32, now it's 36. 36 euros for a 10-year-old whiskey in the shelves, in the shops. This is there. I'm like Jeff slapping my whiskey. All right, and it's a 10-year-old. It's 45% ABV. It's a different distillery. It's Buffalo Trace, and yet I can literally get 6 bottles of this for 1 bottle of that. That's why I call it the wild card. I'm just going to put this over here. All right, so Eagle Rare, 1897. 1924. Why is it called 1924? In the middle of the Prohibition, 1920. They've had to put it in the barrels at 100 proof. It goes up to 115 proof. Therefore, they bottled at 57.5%. 1924, we had the guy named, I always forget his name, Osley, Osley Brown took barrels of whiskey with different mash bills to a warehouse in Howard Street in Louisville, Kentucky, and bottled them as Old Forester. And this 10-year-old expression honors the 100th anniversary of this occasion. Now, I read this as an annual release, which means are they going to honor the 101st and the 102nd and 103rd? So 1924, it's happened. It came out 2024. Ta-da! Very, very good. Now, I'm going to reference every once in a while breakingbourbon.com. Great site, great people, great stuff. They mentioned, and I'm going to mention, can we notice a difference in mash bill? Maybe. Can we notice a difference in age? How old is this? Is this 6, 7, maybe 8-year-old product? Probably not. This is 10. Can we notice then the price? Yes, my wallet notices. Is there really a reason I can get 2 of these for just 1 of these? I can almost get 3 of these in Germany for 1 of these. That's a big price jump for a 10-year-old product. Now, if we do look at a 10-year-old product just off the top of our heads, talking about uniqueness for a moment, Eagle Rare is hard to beat if you can find it for recommended retail. Henry McKenna used to be $60. It used to be much less, but $60 if you can find it. Basil Hayden, 10-year-old, $70, $115. And one of the behemoths out there, as they said by Breaking Bourbon, Knob Creek 12-year-old, $60, $70. Come on. Yeah, I mean, wow. I get the 9-year-old over here for $28, 28 euros. Crazy, crazy prices there for a aged bourbon. So 10 is not wow. But the prices of this are. Now, Brown-Forman puts out the King of Kentucky. That's $300. That's wow. 16-year-old product, wow. 10-year-old product is great, but does it deserve a 3-digit price tag? I say no. On the nose, let's convince me otherwise. Oh, that's good. I get red cherries, I get prunes, I get tobacco, I get brown sugar. That is a very, very nice nose. That's an A- nose. I'm really looking forward to this. Nice. Let's go over to 1897. Darker, richer, creamier, less of a berry note, more of a woodiness. Only minimum at least 4 years of age. It can be more. Doesn't have to be 4. It can be 5, 6, 7, 8. Who knows? And the Eagle Rare 10-year-old. Totally different. More cinnamon, more nutmeg, more allspice. And yet, it's playing in a very similar league here. And as I said, I can get 6 bottles of that, of the Eagle Rare for 1 bottle of that. Let's put this on the screen. All right, so just making sure that everything fits. And I am able to be seen as well. Good. All right, let's try this 50% product. Had they gone for 55.5%, just to name a number, I would have went, oh, that's nice. But they went for 50%. Ouch. So definitely 1924, the law of prohibition said all whiskey had to have been 100 proof. So they're following tradition, they're following history. I can't blame them for that, but I can blame them for the price for a 50% 100 proof product here. I love the nose. The nose is so good. Fabulous. Cheers. That's weird. At very, very beginning, it was almost watery. And towards the end, it's too much heat. It's not too much heat. There's a lot of heat. In between, there's a little bit of a industrial alcohol moment, like acetone, ethanol type of bite, even though it's 10 years of age. Now, there is tobacco. There is brown, there's dried dried plums, which are prunes in English. There might be even a little bit of a graham cracker crust moment going on in here. We don't have graham crackers over here. Just not a thing. This is a B- whiskey. It smells like an A- and tastes like a B-, and this really, really disappoints me. I like the 1897 better. I can get almost three bottles of this for the same price. Cheers. Better mouthfeel, more brown sugar goodness, fruitiness, wood, tobacco, maybe a little milk chocolate thrown in there for good measure. This is, yeah, it's a B+ product. I really, really like it. Now the Eagle Rare is a B. Totally different ball game, and yet absolutely my wheelhouse, my flavor profile here. Both of these are richer, oilier, has more oily moment, creamier, better viscosity than this. I don't know what they did with this, but I have the feeling it's chill filtered. And I have the feeling that they removed something, maybe a little bit of tannins, maybe a little oils, maybe a little bit of fatty acids here. Don't get me wrong, a B- is still a very good mark in my world. I don't give out Bs very lightly. I don't hardly ever I'll give out an A. And so A is why haven't you bought it? B, buy it. C, you can buy it if you want. D, you don't need to buy it. F, why was the stuff even made? This is a B-. Buy it if you can find it for a decent price. My $115 ranking or value for money is a D+. I say you don't need to buy it for the value for money. Now the 200 euros that I paid for is going to be a D-. And yet, I, as a hunter, I'm not a gatherer. I do know I have more bottles here. I buy more than I could ever drink and ever share and so on. That's my problem. It's not the collecting and not opening. Every single bottle behind me is opened. Every single bottle on the table is opened. I have another 100 bottles over there, all opened. That's not the thing. I'm not collecting for pretty, pretty pictures. I'm collecting and I'm hunting. And I'm hunting for flavor. I'm hunting for deliciousness. I'm hunting for my list of whiskeys that, that'd be great to try one day. And I just buy the bottle, I do a bottle share, I do a video, and I get to try. I get to try a lot of exotic and rare and weird and fantastic and crazy and not always delicious stuff. And this is an honor to be able to try this. Now my mental list, the Whiskey Row serie, check. I've had them all. And I'm happy, I'm content. There's a little bit of peace in my soul because of that. I can sleep a little bit. No, it's not even that much. It's just a little bit of peace in my soul. It's like, okay, nothing else I have to hunt. But there's so many other things on my imaginary list of things I'm trying to hunt. King of Kentucky, one of them. Pappy 23, one of them. I know it's probably not going to be the best bourbon in the world, but there's some Lot 40s I've never had. And. There's all sorts of things that I want to try. At the moment, on my list of things to try is Canadian, it's a Canadian Club Single Malt. No, it's Crown Royal Single Malt. It's not good, I know, but I want to try it. I'm a hunter. I want to have it in my little scope and pull the trigger and drink it and have my own opinion. And those are the things I'm hunting. Now, my hunter's list is much longer than my liver or my wallet or my ability to actually access them ever will be. But hey, Hibiki 17, I have a sample stowed away in a box. One day I'm going to pull it out. One day I'm going to sample it. One day I'm going to enjoy it. It's been there for 5-6 years. Crazy. I got so many things that I've always wanted to try, and yet, even though I do tiny little pours, it's just still not enough. Not enough liver, not enough time, not enough, yeah, not enough resources. What are you hunting? Write down the thing you'd love to try. Write down if you're a hunter or you're a gatherer. I was the hunter. I was successful. Would I do it again? Yes. Once. Had I not already had this bottle, I would do it again at the same price for the same experience again. Yes. Just for that peace of mind, just for that completeness of my list. Now, I'm going to go out and buy another bottle to replace this? No. Am I going to go out and buy another bottle of this to replace it? Yes. And I have 4 or 5 in the background here that are bunkered, and I'm just waiting to be drunk and shared with others. That's what I mean. Which bottles are you going to go out and buy again? Where you're not the hunter, but rather the connoisseur. Thank you very much for watching, liking, subscribing, and listening to this guy having a theory about hunters and gatherers as whiskey enjoyers. All the best. See you real soon. Whiskey Jason here. Bye-bye.